Salut, comment ça va? Welcome back everybody to the CF Montreal career mode right here on FC25. We have taken the French Canadian side from the MLS, we put them into the French League, and our first season of top flight football has gone quite well so far. We are in second place as we enter into December, which is absolutely fantastic. And also in this series, as a lot of you will know, we are only signing players from French-speaking countries, which is an interesting challenge, and it's making me discover a few players that I probably never would have signed if I didn't have that stipulation, which is also a lot of fun. We are returning to 2 full games for every episode this week. I know last week was a little bit all over the place. A lot of you will know I've just returned from a holiday, so my schedule was a bit all over the place. So some episodes had 2 games, some only had 1, but there will be 2 full games on this episode. And the first one here is against 8th place Lille, who do actually have their real stadium in the game, which is always great. I wonder, will we ever have a time frame in FIFA/FC where we will have every top flight stadium from the big 5 leagues in the game? There's never going to be a case where every stadium in the world is going to be in the game. Well, at least not in my lifetime. But I wonder, could we have every top flight stadium in the game? I think we're getting quite close to that though. We have all the Premier League stadiums, a lot of the French ones, most of the La Liga ones. Serie A is a little bit hit and miss. Good few German stadiums as well. But yeah, I do wonder. I wonder a lot about the future. But anyways, we'll worry about the future later. Let's focus on the present. And let's see if we can get a victory here on the road against Lille, who, as I say, are in 8th place. One of the bigger teams in France as well. So despite the fact that we're a few places clear of them, not going to be taking them lightly by any stretch of the imagination. Really good tackle there by Kevin Owens. Happy bank holiday as well to those who are living in a country where it is a bank holiday. It is a bank holiday here in Ireland. I think in the UK as well, if I'm not mistaken. And if I am mistaken, well, haha, you don't get a bank holiday and we do. Even though I'm pretty sure it is a bank holiday in the UK as well. As far as I know, as Summers just runs that out of play. But as you can see there, second in the table, 9 points behind PSG, who did batter us in the last episode. Gave us a little bit of a reality check. But still, I'm very, very happy with how things have gone so far. And also, I meant to say as well, apologies if you can hear my fan in the background. I'm back from Vegas about 2 weeks, but I may as well still be there with the bloody heat here in Ireland at the moment. It is absolutely baking in my room. So, the fan has to stay on. I want to tell you what, Lille could be on here with this chance. Really good save by Sami Zayn. Brilliant save from the Canadian goalkeeper. He's got a haluva kick, but he's got a good pair of hands on him as well. Really good stop there from the goalkeeper. Lille will whip this ball in. Summers heads it away. I think Richard would have had that covered though. They still have it here, Lille, and that will go wide. But it's hard to believe as well that we're in May already. I mean, it shouldn't be hard to believe. This is how it works every year. But still, I think you get what I mean. I feel like 2025 has gone really, really fast. It feels like it was only yesterday that New Year's Day was here. And now all of a sudden it's bloody May. Time is going a little bit too fast, if you ask me. And FC26 is only around the corner. Lads, I am so excited for the 3 career modes that I have planned on this channel for FC26. The first team we're doing, I can imagine, is going to be quite a popular team to do in FC26, but I'm still looking forward to it. The second career mode we'll be doing, I've put a lot of work into it. I'm really excited to reveal that. And the third career mode, let's just say, it'll be very close to home. So, very excited to reveal that in the next few months. But for now, we focus on this Montreal career mode. We are aiming to become the first non-European team to win the Champions League. And I'd love to win the French League as well. Sanchez gives that away. Not been the most exciting first half. We say never a dull moment on this channel. This has been a little bit of a dull game. Just goes to show there's always an exception to the rule, but Lille could be in here again. Oh, really good work there by Tuanzebe to intercept that. Tuanzebe, the former Manchester United player. I'm recording this just under 24 hours after Manchester United defeated Athletic Bilbao, or Athletic Club I should say, in Bilbao in the first leg of the Europa League semi-final. Still riding a high after that game. What a performance that was. Could we be in a European final in this career mode soon? Well, we have to qualify for Europe first, which we're in a very good position to do, and we were in a very good position to get a shot off there, but it's a really good challenge from the Lille player. But it's a poor pass. I apologise, lads. I thought this was going to be a much better game. This has been a bit of a letdown so far. Quickly approaching the half-time break, but still a bit of time to grab the opening goal of this game. Richard has his pass intercepted, but we regain it straight away. Here's Esteban Lepal, the top scorer, not just for us, but in the league as well. Now Antunes. He's created a few chances this season. I think he's only scored the one goal, but he got a decent shot off there. Keeper was able to save it though and palm it away. Here's Haraldson. And here's McCausland. Got a lot of space to run into there. Kevin Owens trying to intercept. Oh, he's done Siddiqui there, and Kevin Owens steps in again. It's a really good block. In the 45th minute here. Don't think there's much added time. Is there any added time? I don't think there is. That'll tell you how dull of a half this has been. Maybe I have to change the slogan to rarely a dull moment, as the referee blows the halftime whistle. 0-0 here. Not many chances in the game. Sami Zayn did make a good save. Their keeper made a decent save as well towards the end of that half. No attempts for Esteban Lepal. That's a rarity. But still 0-0 as we go into the halftime break. Right, let's hope this second half is a little bit more exciting. Very low bar to surpass though, to be fair. But here's Summers over to Antunes. Come on, lads. Come on, I think we're still a little bit shook after that PSG result. Might be playing it a little bit safe. Oh, but just as I say that, Lepal is in. First chance of the game, and he puts it in the back of the net, just like he always does. Esteban Lepal. I know I said it a little bit in a recent episode, but I can't believe I was worried about this man. There was a couple of not so great performances he was having in the early stages of this season, but he was just, adjusting himself to this new division, and now that he's settled in, the form has returned. But as I said, form is temporary, class is permanent. Toblik, they're celebrating on the touchline. Lepal with yet another goal. He leads the goal scoring charts this season, as I say, not just for Montreal, but also in Ligue 1. And we have the lead here against Lille. Well, that should liven things up here a little bit. Lille are going to go for it now straight away. Well, it's happened to us a good few times in this career mode. Well, in all the career modes we've done this year, we go 1-0 up, and instantly the opposition go up the other end and equalise. But that's a good block there by Kevin Owens. He's having a really good performance. The man from Maryville, Quebec. Don't get too close, he might stun you. That's a good ball by GSP over to Lepal. Decent ball in. I think he might have been offside. Here's Sanchez. Have a go, lad. Keeper saves it. I'm a little bit shocked though that we're in the position we are after 12 games. This being our 13th performance. We have a good team, but I was a little bit worried that we might be in a bit of a relegation battle. I said coming into the season the main goal was to stay up, but I did feel like if we went on a decent run we could potentially finish mid-table and go on a decent cup run. But second in the league, listen, I'll gladly take it. I'd love to get that Champions League money in, improve this squad. I think the squad is in a decent position, but there's definitely some areas we still need to improve on. So we definitely are overachieving in my opinion, but still, that ain't always a bad thing. But it doesn't look like we're going to do a Leicester, but we might do a Forest. Oh, but here's Joseph. Oh, and he's put it past Sami Zayn with the greatest of ease as well. Bloody hell, nobody went near him. As generic manager number 5 celebrates on the touchline now. Look at all that space he had to run into. Cornelius, what are you doing? I'd switched over to him. At least I thought I did. Sami Zayn can do nothing about that. Good finish, but we gave him far too much space, and they are back on level terms. 1-1 here. And you have to say it, it's probably a bit against the run of play. I think we've been actually in control for the majority of this half. But all of a sudden, Lille find themselves back on level terms. They could be in again here. Oh, McCausland. Oh my goodness me, where the hell is the defence gone? Great save by Sami Zayn, made himself big. And we look to go on the counter-attack now. Antunes into Lapal. Back to Antunes. Oh, I thought Sanchez was going to make the run. But they intercept now, 15 minutes to go. Listen, it's not the worst result if it ends 1-1. But it would be 3 games without a win. That's the only kind of concerning thing. Oh, but here's Antunes. He's in. He squares it to Lapal. I was in 2 minds. Do I shoot? Do I pass? I think I made the right decision in the end. Lapal gets his and our second. And we regain the lead here with 12 minutes to go. Toe Blake just trying to calm things down there on the touchline. But we can calm down a small bit now. We've regained the lead. 12 minutes to go. Can we hold on? Let's bloody hope so. I think this is a good opportunity to make some changes. Nobody's overly tired. But I will bring on Kutesa instead of Summers. Think I'm also going to bring on Mercier for Antunes. I know he just got the assist, but I always find that in the latter stages of a game, he always seems to do really well. And Twanzebe is getting just a little bit tired, so we'll bring on Giga as well. 3 changes just to freshen things up. And hopefully we can hold on to this lead here against the last team to win this division that aren't called PSG. Which is pretty crazy to think about. That was 2021, wasn't it? Just before Messi made his move to PSG. Of course, PSG at the time of recording are halfway to a Champions League final after beating Arsenal at the Emirates last week. Second leg of that tie coming up in midweek in the Champions League. Barcelona and Inter, what a game that was as well. Some absolutely banging goals in that tie. I'm just glad that it's going to be a team winning the Champions League this season, either who've never won it or who haven't won it for quite some time. I think that's a nice change of pace. Kind of hope it's not Barcelona though, to be honest. I think if I had to pick one, I'd pick Inter. Inter Milan, really good club, a lot of history there. 15 years since they last won a Champions League. They should have won it a few years ago against Man City, but unfortunately they didn't. So it'll be nice to see them win it this time round. Also don't want Arsenal to win it as well, to be fair. But anyways, we've won this game though. That's the most important thing. 3 points to kick off the episode. 2 goals for Esteban Lapal. Really, really good way to kick things off here. So we have a home game up next against FC Nantes. Bloody hell, they better hope Chris Hansen isn't around. He hates Nantes. That was an absolutely atrocious joke. Oh my god, I'm really ashamed of that one. So ashamed, I'm not going to play this game. But they are in 16th place. I think I might risk it and give this one a quick sim. Why is this game being kicked off at 11 o'clock, by the way? That seems quite early. Although maybe in France they do kick off games that early. I don't know. We've made one slight change. Toussaint was anxious to play this game. We haven't played him an awful lot recently. But I am going to play him as a number 10. We'll give Antunes a rest. Can we get the 3 points here? Yes, we can. Antunes actually comes off the bench and scores. And who else but Esteban Lapal, nearly forgot his first name there for a second, to open up the scoring. Another victory. And a clean sheet as well. Happy days. RC Lens were the next opponent away from home. A really, really frustrating game. We had so many chances. We could have been 3 or 4 up at half time. It was 0-0 up until I think the 67th minute here, where Esteban Lapal keeps up his great form, puts the ball in the back of the net, and we took a very well-deserved lead. And I thought from here we would get 1 or 2 more. It would be plain sailing, and we'd bring home the 3 points. But of course, we never do things the easy way on this channel, and things did not go very smoothly after this. 89th minute, look at all the space we gave Said here. Sami Zayn tries to come out, but it's not quick enough, and unfortunately they do end up getting a late equaliser. And I thought, surely it can't get more frustrating than this. Until this happened. Berisha ends up getting the winner, but Sami Zayn, I really feel like he should have caught that follow-up there. Makes a decent save there, but he's too slow to get up. And we have been rinsed here by RC Lens in the last minute. This is how Bayern Munich must have felt in 1999. Super frustrating considering how well we played. But 2 late goals mean that we pick up our first defeat of the episode. Bitterly disappointing result, but listen, it's in the past now. We need to look towards the future. And speaking of looking towards the future, we have set up our Youth Academy Scouts yet again, 6 months each this time instead of 3 months. Our first scout going to Belgium. We have had a very up and down relationship with Belgium on this channel over the years. If you know, you know. But we are looking to bring some Belgian talent into the squad, looking for a centre-back, centre-mid or striker. You know what? I would love to sign the next Marouane Fellaini. I think that would be a lot of fun. Up next, we take our very first trip to Oceania, Vanuatu. A place I had never really heard of before, but I thought, you know what? Listen, they were the only Oceania country that I had on the list that are French speaking. Bloody hell, I can't even speak English at the moment, never mind French. So we have sent our scout out there to look for a winger or an attacking midfielder. And then we have also gone to Senegal looking for a centre-back, winger, cam or striker. So a bit of a variety of positions there. Hopefully we can find some hidden gems in each of these countries. Pellier were the next opponent. We played the highlights of this game, and after having the majority of the highlights, they were the ones who put the ball in the back of the net first. Again, so much space given by the defence. I need to tweak the tactics a little bit, and Sami Zayn unable to keep out that absolute thunderbolt. But we did go up the other end just a couple of minutes later, and Thibaut Summers was the man to get the equaliser. The next highlight, once again, they haven't put in the replays here, was a penalty from Maurice Richard, who hit the post, and I am telling you now, will not be taking penalties anymore. That's 3 I think he's taken this season. He's missed all of them. He's had his chance. We need to change our spot kick taker, but the points are shared here. Listen, it's better than a loss, but I feel like we are slowly being brought back down to earth after an incredible first 6 months of this season. It was Stade Rennais away from home next for us in this campaign. Antunes giving us the lead here inside 4 minutes. Really good finish there, putting us off to the perfect start of this away fixture. But then, of course, we did have to leave in an equaliser because we very rarely make, or keep clean sheets, I should say, in this game. I have to say, though, defensively, I don't think we could have done much better there. Kevin Owens was basically marking 2 players at once. Junior gets the shot off, and unfortunately does put it past Sami Zayn in between the sticks. But thankfully it meant very little in the end. 10 minutes to go. Maurice Richard, he may not be able to score penalties, but he buried that chance there from open play, put us 2-1 up with 10 minutes to go. And then in the 90th minute, or 89th minute I should say, who else but Esteban Lepal to seal the 3 points for us here. So at least we are able to bounce back from a few poor results. Down but never out. So it was time for the Coupe de France, the round of 32, our opening game in this competition, a cup I would love to win this season, and we have gotten off to a great start, despite the fact this was a little bit of a bizarre game. We did rotate quite a lot for this game, but George St. Pierre stayed the team, and he got the opening goal of the game. Brilliant finish here by the captain, after a great ball over the top by Katessa. Now the next goal was just a little bit bizarre. Just have a look at this. Keeper fakes throwing it out, then does throw it right at the defender, and the ball trickles over the line. Seemed to take forever to actually cross the line. Heavy touch from the defender. One of the most bizarre goals I have ever scored on this channel, but hey, I ain't complaining. That doubled our advantage. But then this happened. Kevin Owens, one of the few players we didn't take out of the team, gets a straight red card for that. This, apparently, according to the referee, is a straight red card. He's not the last man. It's not denying an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. How in the name of Jesus Christ is that a red card? Absolutely ridiculous. Thankfully, it didn't derail us too much though. We went 3-0 up then. A good strike there from Tucson, forced a good save from the keeper, but Contessa was there. After assisting the first goal, he scored the third, and we were 3-0 up here as we approached the half-time break. But Ajaccio did pull one back. A good finish here. Sami Zayn came out, made a good save, but the follow-up was tucked away, and that made things quite interesting, considering we were down to 10 men as well. But it didn't affect us too much in the second half. George St. Pierre scoring his second goal of the game. Really good ball there by Saliba, I think that was. No, it wasn't. It was Tucson, who actually had a really good second half. And the finish was even better from the captain, who we took off after this. No point in risking another suspension. We may as well rotate as much as we can whilst in this position. Enzo Carpentier, though, with his first goal of the season. Another great run by Tucson. He was absolutely fantastic in the second half, assisting the fifth goal of the game. And our French Youth Academy centre midfielder scored his first goal of the season. And after setting up a few goals, the main man up front for the cup competition, I feel like Tucson. I am going to try and play him in the cup as much as possible. He got his well-deserved goal after being very unselfish there for a couple of the goals before this. Made it 6-1, and he wasn't finished there. Look at this for a strike as well. Another good ball over the top. Beautiful touch, lovely strike, 7-1, and we advance on through to the last 16 of the Coupe de France. It was another game against Chris Hansen's least favourite team here. George St. Pierre scoring the only goal of the game, keeping up his great goal scoring form from that cup game. Another victory and another clean sheet here in the snow. We'll end this episode against the team we began this episode against, up against Lille, who are still in 8th place. Can we do the double over them and seal off this episode with another victory? All gets things kicked off here. Let's hope we can wrap up this episode with another win against Lille. I tell you what though, it's been a little bit of an interesting episode. Some mixed results here. We've kind of been brought back down to earth, given a bit of a reality check. But still, doesn't change the fact we're having a very good season. We're in an incredible position. And Champions League football could be in our future next season, which is very, very exciting. And of course, if we do qualify for the Champions League, that does mean we will be moving stadium. Didn't think we'd be doing it this soon. I really didn't. And hopefully we can continue in the cup as well, because PSG, it already looks like they're going to win the league title. So winning the cup would be absolutely massive for us this season. Winning the cup and qualifying for the Champions League. Not a bad first season in Ligue 1, if I do say so myself. But still, a lot of football to be played. We can't get too carried away just yet. There I was talking about being brought back down to earth, and there I am already getting ahead of myself. That was a good interception there. Kevin Owens back from his suspension after that really fucking ridiculous red card. Honestly, it was a foul. I don't even think it was a yellow. It was a foul and a free kick. It's all it should have been. Referee was having a bit of a nightmare that day, let's be honest. But listen, it is what it is. He's back now, and that's what matters. Esteban Lepal with a decent strike there, but a really good save by the goalkeeper. Maurice Richard now will take the corner. It's GSP as well who we've decided to put on penalties instead of Maurice Richard, who I'm kind of tempted to turn into a cam. I put him on the right to replicate the real life Maurice Richards hockey position, but I just feel like he doesn't get as involved as much as he should. So that's something I am considering changing. But here he is now on the ball. Decent cutback. Oh, but he was offside from the saved shot there. Unlucky. But it's good to see him getting involved. It's the curse of the commentator. Although in that case, it would have been a blessing. Probably should have said this at the start of the episode, but apologies if I sound like I'm struggling to speak. Have a little bit of a sore throat. I think I said this on one of last week's episodes. Still feeling very much under the weather since returning from America. I just have not recovered. Honestly, it's kind of worrying, to be honest. But listen, we'll soldier on through. I'm sure I'll survive. That's Quaveen Kelleher, I think, in goal there for Lille. The Liverpool backup goalkeeper in real life. The man who is from Cork, just like myself. now applying his trade in France. I do feel like he probably will leave Liverpool in the summer. Mamardashvili, our former Cloyne United goalkeeper, is joining them in the summer. Obviously, Alisson will still be there. I just think Quevin Kelleher is too good to be warming up the bench. And from an Irish perspective, I'd really like to see him get regular football elsewhere. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a United fan and I don't like Liverpool. I genuinely do want to see Quevin Kelleher playing week in, week out. So hopefully he'll get his move. And yeah, best of luck to him if and when that happens. Here's Maurice Richard, though, looking to put the ball past Kelleher. A good block there again by the defender. Esteban Lepal, though. Oh, he beats Kelleher, but he beats the post as well. Looks like it's going to be another 0-0 half here. Or first half, I should say. Felt like we didn't have one of those in ages, and now it feels like every bloody game. It's like a bus. You don't get any of them turning up for ages, and then as soon as one turns up, another one quickly follows it. Oh, but Lille could have a thing or two to say about it being 0-0 here. They go on the attack. Here's Angel Gomes, the former Manchester United player. And I tell you what, I've jinxed us there. He's given Lille the lead here with 3 minutes to go. The man who we brought back to Old Trafford in the United career mode, still applying his trade in France here in Season 2 of the Montreal career mode. And he's given Lille a lead here 3 minutes before the half-time break. And it's against the run of play, which is very, very frustrating. It's happened in a few games in this episode where we've been the better team, but we don't end up capitalising. And wouldn't you just know it, it's his first bloody goal of the season. Why am I not surprised? Bloody hell, it could be 2-0 here in a sec. Kevin Owens does well to recover there. But the referee does blow the halftime whistle. 1-0 down here at the break. Really, really frustrating considering, for me, we were definitely the better team in that half. Statistics said it all there from Angel Gomes. 1 shot, 1 goal. Wouldn't you just know it? But anyways, 45 minutes to go. Still time to pull this back. Kevin Owens with the tackle there. Bloody hell, be careful, lad. You might get sentenced to death if it's the same ref as the Ajaccio game. Here's Siddiqui now, over to GSP. Now Summers. That's a good ball back to the captain. He's going on a decent run here. Can he pick someone out? He picks out Lepal. It's deflected, but deflected into the arms of Quevin Kelleher. Bentaleb now has it as they look to break again. Super frustrating. Is Joseph. Kevin Owens will pick that up. Here's Cornelius. Come on. Let's get this equaliser. And then try and use the momentum to go on and get a winner. Here's Lepal. I just feel like he's being quickly closed down here. He's done really well though. Esteban Lepal once again beats the keeper and the post. Ah, how have we not scored? Oh, if we lose this game, I'm going to be absolutely fuming. Feel like we've done enough to be 2 or 3 up at this stage, but we're the ones who trail. You can kind of feel a goal coming though. And will it come from George St. Pierre? No, it won't, but it will come from Esteban Lepal, the main man up front. GSP unable to keep up his great goal scoring form, but it doesn't matter. The shot was parried away to Esteban Lepal. He's chasing the golden boot this season, and he's given us a well-deserved and overdue equaliser here against Lille. We started with a win against them in this episode. We've got half an hour to do the double over them now. And with the momentum we currently have, I feel like we can go on and get this winner. But we need to keep this up. Oh, they got Ben Stiller in midfield. Bloody hell. He's had a career change. I can't say much. I'm creating players based off people who are in completely different sports and industries. But hey, that's the fun of it. Oh god, it's Angel Gomes again. I don't bloody believe this. That is absolute fucking bullshit. 2 fucking chances he gets, and he scores both of them. He teleports through a bloody linesman there. Feel like there has to be something in the rule book there about extraterrestrial talent being on the pitch. I'm not watching that goal back. And no sooner getting the equaliser. They end up going up the other end and taking the lead again. Can we get another quick equaliser here though? George St. Pierre! Bloody hell, Quaveen Kelleher having the game of his bloody life at the moment. Keeps Lille in front. This has been such a frustrating game. Oh my god. "20 minutes to go. Feel like the game is slipping away from us now. It's Joseph. Oh my god, how did it stay out? Sami Zayn will be breathing a huge sigh of relief there. It rolled over the line, hit the post, and thankfully the keeper picked it up before it went in. Here's Lepal. Oh, it's not where I wanted the ball to go at all. Oh my god, what a frustrating game. Kevin Owens goes sliding in but misses the man and the ball. But he gets it back there with a really good challenge. Here's Maurice Richard now. God, only 10 minutes to go. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, sometimes this game just gets the better of me. Oh, and again, it won't let me switch to the player I want there. Kevin Owens goes sliding in. He's had a really good game. But we are running out of time here. We haven't even had time to make a change. 7 minutes left. Maurice Richard looking for GSP, but we lose the ball again. Oh, and Angel Gomes is through here, looking for his hat-trick, and this will seal it if he scores. A good save by Sami Zayn. Still the ball doesn't go out of play, but the clock is ticking down. We are running out of time. 2 minutes left. Lepal, he's got men in support. Can he find one of them? He's going to keep going on his own here. Probably held on to it for a bit too long. Antunes now over to Siddiqui. Only one added minute. Bloody hell. George St. Pierre, can he rescue a point? Oh my god, he's put it wide. Oh, how did he miss that? Oh, I can't bloody believe it. Absolutely robbed of a point there. I say robbed. We only have ourselves to blame. Angel Gomes, 2 chances. Apparently 3 goals according to the statistics there. Somebody in the truck is getting fired. But we don't end the episode the way we began it. We beat Lille in the opening game and they beat us in the final game. Such a frustrating result. But despite that defeat, we do actually still remain in second place, 9 points behind PSG, who we do play in our next game away from home. They battered us in the last episode at home, so I'm very, very nervous about how this game in Paris is going to go. We're 2 points clear of Nice. I'm looking at the table here as well, and I'm pretty sure in real life the 4th place team in France actually gets a Champions League qualifier, but it's saying here that the 4th place team will only qualify for the Europa League. I know there are hidden coefficients in the game this year as well, so it'll be interesting to see how that works. It's something I am going to have to keep an eye on, but hopefully we can stay in second position, and at least then we won't have to worry about it, and we'll know that we'll be in the Champions League. Let's have a quick look as well at some of the individual stats for some of the players. Esteban Lepal, no doubt, is still leading the goal scoring charts. If we have a look here, 21 goals in 19 appearances, 5 assists as well. He is absolutely crushing it. Up to a 78 overall as well. 25 years old, in the prime of his career, and playing absolutely brilliantly. GSP with 8 and 11. What a fantastic season from the captain. Up to an 83 overall now as well. Summers with 4 and 2. Tussin, however you say his name, with 4 and 4. 3 and 3 for Maurice Richard. I just feel like I am going to have to change that position. I don't feel like he's getting involved as much as I would like him to. I might wait till next season to do that though, because when I check the development plan, it's actually going to take longer than you think to turn this guy into an attacking midfielder. But we'll worry about that for season 3. Antunes with 3 and 9. Good to see his stats are still looking pretty decent. Sanchez with 2 and 3, and a couple of other players there getting involved as well. In terms of growth and player overall, that's something else I wanted to have a look at. Let's go up here. GSP +3, Richard +2, Sami Zayn +4, up to an 80 rating now. +3 for Kevin Owens, he's up to an 80 as well. Twanzebe has stayed at a 77, Sanchez up to a 77, Sadiki up to a 77, Cornelius 76. The team is growing quite nicely. Catalan is up to a 74 as well, out on loan at Udinese. I'm very excited to see what his rating is going to be when this season comes to an end and he returns back to his parent club. But lads, that will do it for this episode of the Montreal Career Mode. In the next episode, we have a massive top of the table clash up against Paris Saint-Germain. Hopefully it goes a bit better than it did when we played them last. If you did enjoy this episode though, lads, please do hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel as well. We are on the road to 600 subscribers. Would absolutely love to hit that before the end of the series. And I will talk to you all on Wednesday's episode of the Montreal Career Mode. Au revoir and take care.